Parramatta SG Kids, take 7. Take 14. Take 40.
Welcome to the SG Kids Parramatta TV newsroom. I'm Fiona Longstocking and I'm here to bring you the latest and greatest news out there. I hope you all had a lovely time on school holidays, but we are back, term 2, and ready to bring you some amazing stories that we'll be broadcasting over the next few weeks. But first, let's head over to Barry B. Benson as he informs us of what's happening in the sports department. Barry.
Okay, I think I'm ready. Oh! I got it. Hey guys, it's Barry B. Benson here with the sports update. As you know, gyms and sports activities are closed and have been for a while. So I'm here to show you some activities that you can be doing at home to stay fit, active and healthy. So let's give it a whirl. Okay, that's good. So before we get into these, workouts and activities, we're going to do some warming up because, stretching is highly important in these scenarios. To start off with, you've got to make sure that you have some trusty shoes because, safety is key. So first off, what we're going to do is get on the mat and do some stretches. So first off, we want to get our legs going, you know what I'm saying? Get them just, warmed up and stuff. So you're just going to start by lifting those legs up. Don't go crazy, and then you're going to want to start to pick up a little bit of speed, then go back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful work, beautiful. Now we're going to get our arms involved as well and do a bit of turtle whaling. So we're going to do some lunges, and so what you need to do is just make sure your form is really good form. Get those legs going. Good job, everyone. So I'm sure, like me, you're working up a sweat. This is why we have trusty bands, not just for the looks, guys. So yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it. We're gonna march around the wall 10 times. Ready? Wait, how many times is it in the Bible? 7. We're gonna go 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pick up 5 stones, like David had when he was gonna go and defeat Goliath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now throw that stone like David did at Goliath. Dance like Moses and the people of Israel did after they crossed the Red Sea. Row, be a fisherman. Row, be a fisherman. Row, be a fisherman again. Good job, good form, love it. Reel them in, pull in the walls like Samson did. Pull. Run like the blind man did after Jesus healed him. Keep running. Keep us up, friends. Beautiful form. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty puffed out after that. That was just great though. Great form, great exercise, great activity, just greatness. Now that's all the sports from me. I'm back to the desk with Fiona.
Thank you so much, Barry. That was so insightful, was it not? Now we are going to be heading over to Molly because I believe she has a new memory verse for us that she wants to teach us. Let's take a look. Molly. Oh, hey kids at SG Parramatta. So excited to be back for term 2. Woohoo! I hope you guys had some amazing holidays, but we're back and ready, and guess what? I've got a new memory verse to teach you. I had so much fun learning Ephesians 2, 8 to 10 with you guys, but this week's new memory verse is from the Gospel of John, chapter 11, verse 25 to 26. Are you ready? Let's begin. John 11, verse 25 to 26. Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. L-I-F-E. Whoever believes in me, though he die, yet he shall live. L-I-V-E. And everyone who lives and believes in me, M-E, shall never, ever, 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 ever die. Do you believe? John 11 verse 25 to 26. Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. L-I-F-E. Whoever believes in me, though he die, yet he shall live. L-I-V-E. And everyone who lives and believes in me, M-E, shall never, ever, 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 ever die. Do you believe? Great job, everyone. That was fantastic. So proud of you all. Now, make sure you keep practicing at home and learning those actions. Send us in your videos because we love to see you learn them. See you next time. We will practice again. Bye! During this quarantine and isolation time, it can be hard to stay in contact with everyone around you. But today, joining us, not live from the studio, we have Mr. Noah Chavez and Mrs. Reb Song. You need it?
Hey! I'm so excited to be on this week's SG Parra Kids TV video.
Thank you so much for having me on the show today.
So great to have you both in the studio. Now, I have some questions for you that we'd love for you to answer. The first question is, what is your favorite color?
It would be green.
My favorite color is navy blue, the same as the SG Parra t-shirt color.
Lovely, lovely color choices. I mean, my personal favorite is seafoam green with a hint of ash gray, but they're good too. Now, my second question is, what's your favorite animals?
My favorite animal is a lion.
My favorite animal is the dog, but it has to be big dogs. I like big dogs.
Oh yes, good choices. Now, my third question is, what has been your favorite snack in isolation?
Would be honey soy chicken chips.
Definitely has to be the glorious Easter egg. So delicious and the perfect size for snacking.
Oh, delicious. Love and love. My next question is, what has been your favorite SG Kids TV moment so far?
It had to be the Springs dance party. That was my favorite moment.
My favorite SG Kids Parra TV moment would have to be seeing you guys recite your memory verses every week. It's been so cool to see you guys store that verse in your heart.
Oh, love that, love that. They're some of my favorites too. If you could learn a new instrument or play an instrument for the first time, what instrument would that be?
If there was an instrument I could learn to use, it would be my vocal cords because they're pretty bad at the moment.
I would love to learn the drums.
Now we have two would you rathers. The first one is, if you had to pick between having no elbows or no knees, which would you pick? Tough questions here.
Ooh, no elbows or no knees.
No elbows on my knees. That's a really hard question.
I move my arms around quite a lot, so I would say no knees.
Probably I'll go with no knees. I just feel like I need my arms for too many things.
Yes, alright, interesting. I don't know if I could decide. I think I would just keep my limbs
as they are. My second would you rather is, if you had to pick between a bright yellow skateboard or a hot pink scooter, which would you pick?
Hot pink scooter. Scooters are so much fun, so much more fun to ride.
I know probably everyone's going to make fun of me, but I would pick a hot pink scooter because I don't know how to ride a skateboard.
So my next question is, if you could meet a Bible character from the Bible, who would it be?
I will pick James, who is Jesus' younger brother.
I mean, I'd definitely love to meet Jesus, but I feel like everyone would love to meet him. I would definitely love to meet his mum, Mary. I just feel like it would be so cool to hear her story about raising the Son of God. How crazy is that?
That's amazing. They would be incredible people to meet. That would be amazing to talk to those people. I mean, personally, if I had to pick someone, I would probably say Ruth. What is your favorite Bible story of all time out of the whole Bible? Genesis to Revelation, so many stories to choose from. Which one would be your favorite?
My favorite Bible story is a bit of a strange one, but I love the story of a woman named Ruth. I just love, her faithfulness and obedience to the Lord in spite of her circumstances.
Would have to be when Jesus heals this blind man who he put mud on his eyes, and then he tells this man to go and find a fountain and wash his face, and then just trying to think what would his reaction be like for the first time when he just wiped that mud off his face, and then he runs into Jesus, but he doesn't know that it's actually Jesus because he didn't see him, but it says that but then Jesus says to him, "Do you recognize my voice?" And then it's just this cool moment of, oh man, I don't know. That would be my favorite story.
Those are amazing Bible stories. The Bible is full of incredible stories of how the Lord is working from Genesis to Revelation. Absolutely love that. Now, I don't know if I could pick a favorite. I just love the Bible. But if there was one about, a Fiona, then that would definitely be my favorite. My last question for you two is, have you tried any new hobbies while being in isolation?
Actually, I have picked up a new hobby. I've started to bake bread. I've never baked bread before in my life, and now I just can't stop. I've got half a loaf here, a full loaf here, I've got another one going in the oven, and it's just been so fun trying to make something out of practically nothing, which is really cool.
A new hobby would be I've been trying to do voices of characters from kids' movies and grown-up movies.
Absolutely love that. What great hobbies to pick up. Now, I personally have picked up a hobby as well, which I know you're all wondering what that is. And so the hobby is dancing. But I wouldn't show you my dance moves here because, that's not professional. Well, thank you both so much for joining us at SG Kids TV Parramatta Newsroom. It's been great to have you and see what you've been up to during this isolation time. Next week, we're going to have some more interviewees, so please stay tuned. But yes, thank you both for now, and we'll see you soon. This just in, breaking news, you heard it here first at SGTV Parramatta. There has been a man found injured left on the side of the road, but there has been another man who has shown compassion on the poor fellow. With more information, Abigail Chavez to report. Abigail.
Thank you, Fiona. Jesus has just shared a parable with us about what it looks like to obey the commandment that he gave us, which is to love your neighbor as yourself. Jesus told us about a man who was traveling from Jerusalem to Jericho, where he was attacked by robbers, beaten, and left to die on the side of the road. There then happened to be a priest who was walking by, but instead of helping the man, he stepped onto the other side of the road and just kept walking. There was also a Levite who came by not long after, and just like the priest, instead of helping the man, he walked on the other side of the road and left him alone. But you know what happened? There was a Samaritan man who people say were not friends with the people of Jerusalem. This man was walking past exactly like the priest and the Levite, but he had compassion
and wanted to help the man. Now, compassion is a big word, but it means to extend kindness to someone, to have sympathy and want to help someone who is in need. And that's exactly what the Samaritan man did. He showed compassion and helped the man. He put bandages on his wounds and helped him up onto his own animal so that the dying man didn't have to walk. And he took him to the closest inn. And you know what else? The Samaritan came back the next day to check on him. He also gave the innkeeper money so that he could take proper care of the man. The Samaritan also told the innkeeper that if he needed to buy any more supplies or need anything else, that he would personally pay for it. How kind is that? Sometimes helping people and showing compassion means it can cost you something. Meaning you might have to lose something for the benefit of others. But that's exactly what Jesus did for us. He showed us compassion and love and kindness by dying on the cross and rising again so that we can have a relationship with Jesus. Jesus shared this parable to help us to remember the commandment to love your neighbor as yourself. After Jesus shared this parable, he asked which of the 3 people that passed the dying man were obeying the commandment, love your neighbor as yourself. I think we can all agree that the one showing compassion and kindness was the Good Samaritan. He was definitely loving his neighbor as himself. After Jesus had shared this, he said that we should go and do likewise and do the same for others. That's all from me. But this week, let's remember to show compassion, show kindness and extend mercy, and love our neighbor as ourselves.
This week we have a Helping Hands craft where you get to colour in and decorate these 2 handprints, writing your name about who you are praying and caring for, just like Elsie did here. We also have a maze where you get to help the Good Samaritan take the man back to the city. Don't forget to send us pictures of what your craft looked like this week.
That is all that we have to report on today at SG Kids TV Parramatta Newsroom. I'm Fiona Longstocking. Have a great week and we'll see you next time.